Going back to the wordiness principle that I spoke about earlier, the long sentences can be shortened, and I have this principle of one sentence, one idea. So the minute you start writing a sentence and it's going along quite nicely, and then you add and then you add all this extra information, guess what? There should have been a full stop where the and was.
Yes. Oh, I find I do that way too many times. Add on just a big long string of unnecessary information and just end up overwhelming the person I'm sending it to. Earlier you mentioned one of the issues being people would write too much in their emails and then the reader would get turned off from reading the rest of the email. What would you say are some quick ways that people can eliminate unnecessary words?
Well, there are a few quick wins, and I've done this with people in their classes. I'll say, okay, grab a document, maybe a report, and just do Control F and look up every time you use the word that, T-H-A-T. And I'll have people say, oh, I've got 20 on just one page. Now, very frequently, most of the that's can actually be removed and it still makes sense. And the other quick win is the word the. Instead of saying the Department of Finance, you say Department of Finance approved the policy. Instead of the Department of Finance approved the policy. Sometimes you can say, often you can eliminate a lot of unnecessary those. The other little quick win is there's a thing called qualifiers. And these are the words that people think create weight, like it was very hot, or it was really bad, or it was very important, it was rather good. So just all these little modifying words, you'd be far better off to find one word that adds that emphasis. So it was superb, it was significant instead of very important. It was, what did I say? Rather bad. It was tardy. Whatever is the word that you want to use, find a better word than using that qualifying word. But the other thing I say is don't even necessarily find another word. If you just say it was important, and somehow that has more gravitas or weight. So getting, there was some people there. There were people there. So it's all just some, pretty, rather, very, all those little qualifying words. Your statement has far more clarity and far more weight without it. So it's kind of a counterintuitive.